What's up, y'all? Fast Forward Gaming here, continuing our Metal Gear journey. Today we're doing a little bit of Snake's Revenge. Not going to be able to complete the game today, but we're going to get started in it. And I'm going to get my feet wet, as they say, and see what it's all about. So let's go into the online manual. Alright, this is the box, right? So if you look at the box here, it again talks about characters that aren't in even the first Metal Gear. So I don't know if they're going to be actually in this game or not. But it talks about Vermin Katapi again. And as nutty as ever, Katapi has sought asylum from the world's premier bad guy, Hyarola Kakamimi. Which is like, did they just make that name just for the words Kakamimi scheme? I don't know. That was a word that we used to say back in the day. And then Rolla Radical. The Colonel has donated the biggest, baddest, ultra chic nuclear attack tank to his family man's world dominating cause. I took a train, so let's see. See what it ends up being. So let's open the online manual here and see what we get. Oh yeah, Ishkabibble. That was another thing that people used to just say back in the day. I don't even know what Ishkabibble is. Is that even a real place? I don't know. Let's find out. The radar invisible stealth copter dips and weaves through narrow passes of a vast mountain range which stretches from the borders of Terristan to the capital city Ishkabibble. Only minutes from the drop zone, you clutch your assault rifle and stare out the window. Darkness is everywhere. Your fellow commandos from Foxhound Battalion sit across from you. One sharpens his knife, the other polishes his grenades. No one speaks. But through the silence, a message comes across loud and clear. This will be the most dangerous mission ever attempted, even more so than the infiltration of Colonel Vernon Katapi's stronghold. For now, you're challenging Hyarola Kakamimi and his army of raging lunatics. And you must overcome untold hundreds of Uzi-toting soldiers, heavily armed battleship, and a loaded locomotive to reach your objective, destroying Hyarola's ultra-chic nuclear attack tank, or else the world will be knocked to its knees by a fellow who has won the Merciless Man of the Year award 8 straight times. What? And then there's some pictures, I guess, here. Snake, the purpose of your mission is to infiltrate the enemy's stronghold. John Turner, in the Navy's Info Center for 6 years. He is a infiltration pro. Nick Meyer, he Marine, is an explosives and disposal weapons expert. Lieutenant Solid Snake is a martial artist expert. He has destroyed Metal Gear 1 and is now Operation 747 leader. It's ended in 747. Okay. Pretty similar. There's a jump button? Oh, because it's a side-scrolling stage. Oh yeah, stop. Move left, right, crawl down, stand up. Okay. Hey, Sans, now you gotta back up. Sans, back up. Okay. Press touchpad during the game to display 3 commands on the screen. Use directional pad to choose a command, then press X to confirm. Okay, it's very similar to last time. Selecting weapons, weapon. No way, I get 2 weapons? I just realized I never found out what that iron glove thing does. Oh well. Select the weapon and change the weapons and use set the weapons in order of BA. Weapon B. Choose to either fight unarmed punch or use knife. Knife. Choose from the weapons you have in your inventory, such as handguns or grenades. Choose your equipment. Use the left stick to make a selection, then press X. Press X immediately to use the item. And press the touchpad to equip the item. Okay, that's pretty similar. Codec. Did they actually save people's names in this one? Wow. Radar map. John or Nick. And your forever Jennifer. Jennifer returns. Use the directional stick or contact and press X. The other person will not respond if they are unavailable. Okay. Select radar map and then press X to view your surroundings. If your comrades John or Nick has set up a transceiver nearby, it will blink on the map. Okay, that's odd. If someone's calling you, the call sign will appear up on the screen. Press transceiver. Press touchpad on any command screen to move the cursor to the commands at the bottom of the screen. Cursor. Press return command and press X to exit command mode. grows longer as you increase your rank. Rank shows your rank, represented with stars. Call sign when someone calls you in the codec. Sound will play. Equipped weapons. Circle and triangle. Choose to fight unarmed punch. Knife, knife. Okay. Equipped item. Okay. Once you discover, the enemy will storm you, start aggressively attacking, try to avoid being spotted as you proceed. If an enemy spots you, an alarm will sound. Even while shelters appear from off screen, enemies will continue to pursue you if you move to another screen. Oh shit, they added that. You'll go back to infiltration mode after defeating a set number of enemies, or when the enemy loses sight of you, e.g. after you enter an elevator. Your mission of Solid Snake is to infiltrate the enemy's stronghold. Discover the nuclear weapon and destroy it. It's up to you to gather information weapons need to complete the mission. Press the hamburger button on the title screen to open the menu. Select start to begin the game. You lose life when struck by an enemy or a bullet. When you run out of life, the game is over. You can start the game with the bare minimum, or you start the game with the bare minimum weapon. More weapons and equipment can be found in various locations. It's up to you to acquire them. Some enemies may also drop items if you punch them. Oh, that's good. Okay, opening doors requires the correct card. Oh god, not again. Use elevators to travel between floors. Your codec give you a variety of information about the enemy and their stronghold. Well, there's other hints. The type and quality of intel you receive depends on who you're talking to. Make the most use of it you can. Saving prisoners may help you learn more information. You can also use truth gas to interrogate captured enemy commanders. Your rank will go up after rescuing a certain number of prisoners. Higher ranks will extend your life gauge. Okay, so that's the same. Side-scrolling stages. Use things to move, things to jump. You can also press down to crawl. Press up to turn to stand position. Press the more right buttons to use weapons and equipment, I guess. The left to right shows the number of plastic explosive rations and oxygen tanks you have. Okay. Oh, interesting. It always shows the information on screen. Press touchpad to pause the game. Switch between knife, handgun, and rations. Press touchpad again. Rations can also be used by pressing X when selected. When you dive underwater, the oxygen gauge will appear on the left side of the screen. Oh, here. If you have it, oxygen tank the gauge will decrease slightly over time. If your oxygen gauge is empty while you're underwater, your life gauge will slowly begin to decrease. Game is over when you run out of life or fall into certain traps. I'm familiar with those ones. Choose a menu item with the touchpad and press X to confirm. Continue the game where you left off at game over. The location you resume depends on your progress in the game. Password will be displayed. I wonder if they just don't do passwords anymore, because I never see password Never saw password as an option when I died. It was either end or continue. Press the hamburger to open the password input screen. If the password is correct, you will resume where you left off. Previous game ended. Acme. Oh my god, so many like classic 90s things. An Acme knife. Beretta. Can't use a silencer. Claymore mine. Landmine you can set anywhere you want. Guided missile. The mine. Flare gun. Truth gas. This is to interrogate any commanders who capture for secret information. This allows you to listen in on conversations on the other side of walls. Interesting. Boots protect your feet from poison spikes stuck to the floor. What? Smoke bomb signals allied forces telling them where they need to strike? What? Okay. Body armor. Infrared goggles the same. Here. Clairvoyant binoculars. Antidotes the same. Backpack enables you to carry more remote-controlled missiles and mines. Pass card. Use the numbered cards to open doors. Powered armor. Allows you to move objects like boulders. And enables you to find thin sections of wall that can be destroyed with plastic explosives. Oh, okay. Remember to clad yourself in power armor for detonating explosives? What? Dry cell fills the battery of the codec. That sounds annoying. Keep hidden. Open as many doors as you can to find things. Takes 3 punches or 1 hit with a knife to defeat enemies. So why wouldn't you just always use a knife? Huh. Try to accept as many calls as you can. They can be provide important advice if you are lost. Try contacting the comments with the codec. They may have some valuable advice. If you use a firearm, the enemy will hear the gunshot. Try to keep your ration and ammunition full supply as possible for battles to come. Please continue to resume the game with everything. Your first step is to find the entrance to the base. Once there, your allies will contact you, so be sure to answer the call. Okay. I don't know why it's talking about a digital soundtrack and stuff. That's totally separate. Alright. Let's see what happens. looks like the smoothing... Oh, shit. Okay. That's kind of weird. Let's start. The pilot knows the route. Okay. What the fuck? Whoa. Why does it start on slot 2? That's weird. Why is it clipping the font? What the hell? Smoothing's on. Okay. Interesting that he's red. And being that it's a 90s game, the music is better. And the graphics look a lot better too. Alright, let's pull up the walkthrough here. This game has a non-linear course. You will need to explore different areas made up of many contiguous screens, within which you'll have to make your way, finding items that will allow you to progress and avoiding being seen by enemies who patrol them. Typically, various areas of the game are connected to each other by side-scrolling areas. There may be more ways to progress within the same area, and more than one occasion it is necessary to return to areas that you already passed through. However, there are also points in the game which, once passed, you will never be able to go back. Oh shit. This section shows walk through the entire game. In particular, for each area of the game, the items that need to be found to proceed and how to reach the next area is shown. The helicopter will drop you into the jungle. Your companions, John Turner and Nick Meyer. After which you will automatically go north. In the next 5 screens, the area will automatically light up as if you were using your flare gun, which you will get later in the game. In the first one, you will receive a call from the pilot who will remind you of your mission, then go west. You have to be careful not to be seen by enemies around helicopters or weapons. You'll be forced to fight until you have killed the enemies who rush to the place. Okay. Ah. Oh, shit. Powers? How am I being seen? I don't get how I'm being seen. What the hell up here? Oh. Are those guys in little copters? I think it is. They're not helicopters, they're like guys with copters attached to them. Okay. This looks difficult. Radar map. No contact. So the only one that's talking to me now is John. Okay. Ah! Okay. Wow, this is a lot different. Okay. Let me look through this guide here and see what I'm supposed to do. Okay. So look at two different guides here, so not really missing anything yet, but I do want to try to get through without getting discovered so I can practice it. Ah, fuck. God damn. Shit. Someone's calling me. Um. Oh, okay, talking about the lighting the room for me or whatever. Okay. When you come to searchlights, move so to avoid touching them. If you do, guards will be alerted. Head west and follow the path to a ration. Oh, why? Oh. Whoa. Oh. Where's it at? Where's the ration? Well, head west and follow the path. What path is it? Oh, it's going north now. I see it. Oh, there it is. I got rations. Why does it come up like that? That's so weird. Why did it do a different noise that time? I got rations. Food. Is it just 3 I can hold? Thanks. Yeah, 3. Alright, we'll save there. Alright, I think I'm gonna go to bed. I know this is a shorter video, but I'm pretty tired and I gotta get up for work tomorrow. So, and I have braids next 4 days. So, yeah. So, alright, I'll see y'all in the next one where we continue doing more Snake's Revenge.